So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's get into this anyway. So, this is going to be my first video of 2018. Quick gear review of everything I've got this year and I've been using over the past few years. Some upgrades and some new stuff and some old stuff, some very loved gear. So, we'll start from left to right. Red bag at the top there. That's my tent repair kit. Contains everything I need to repair tent or anything if I'm on the trail. State repairs, pole repairs, things like that. Few new guidelines. Cord for inside tent poles, things like that. Can repair on the go. Wash kit, obviously everything I need to keep clean, tidy, hygienic while I'm going, toothbrush, etc. Toilet paper, things like that, trowel, all that's kept in the wash kit, separated. First aid kit, does what it says on the tin. There's also a little bit of gear first aid in there as well, some patches and things like that to repair any gear if it gets torn or damaged while I'm out. Now, 3 sleeping bags, so Quechua sleeping bag there. That's basically just a throw, it's like a quilt. No real R value, if you like. It's rated to about 10 degrees, something like that. But I like to have a cover over me when I'm sleeping, so I'll use that. The Van Gogh, that's for anything when it does get a little bit chilly. That's probably my most used sleeping bag. Quite a favourite. Comes with a mesh face net and things like that. It's a great sleeping bag. Rab Ascent 700. New sleeping bag. First time I've tried down. I'll try it out this year, hopefully next week or week after while the temperature's still low. Comfort on that is -2. Now, I sleep really warm, so we'll see how we go with that. I mean, I wanted a down sleeping bag. I've got a down sleeping bag. See how I go with it. Talking about the sleep system, so I've got my insulated pad there for obviously when it's cold. Main go-to is a nature hike here, which is used mainly during the summer months. Switch between the two depending on the conditions. That's my pillow, so it folds out, it's got an air pillow inside it, it's also got a comfort pillow over the top, nice and comfy, because I need a pillow, I can't sleep without a pillow. Side sleeper, need a pillow, that's why I go for the air mats instead of any roll mats or self-inflated. I have tried them all, not comfortable at all. The only thing I'm comfortable sleeping on is the air mats. Now, obviously with them come punctures and things like that, so if I'm car camping, I will carry 2, take both of those, possibly self-inflating underneath. When I'm out on the trail and hiking, then I'll just carry 1, got to risk it. If I did have a failure of one and I'm in for an uncomfy night's sleep, which I have had, but for the comfort, I need the air mat, there's nothing else. The other 2 there, we have a sleeping bag liner. That's used in conjunction with any one of these sleeping bags. Personally, I don't tend to use it, get tied up in it, but if it's really cold, it's always there, I can put it on, helps me out. Also is a bivy bag, put over the top of the sleeping bag. If the tent ever fails or I ever get any moisture, bivy bag will help with that. Also, it'll add a few degrees if I really do get cold, which I never do, really. And then we have my phone cover. So I'll put that on just if it's hammering down or anything like that, because I like to use GPS on my phone, track where I'm at, see what I'm doing, where I am. So I have the phone cover there just so I can keep tracking that. Arse pad, really good for anything when you're sitting down, keeping your arse dry, you know, don't want to mess about. Stove I use when I'm on the go there is Minimo. Now that's new for this year. I have used it one time while I was outside. Really impressed, really quick. One thing I will say is I was surprised that it is quicker than my flash. Maybe that's to do with surface area, greater surface area, better conduction of heat, but it's really good. Really, I'm a Jetball fan through and through, but I've wanted a Minimo for a while, splashed out, got myself one, really happy with it. Now we're going to have a look at warm gear. So again, same as the sleeping bags. Buff, don't go anywhere without that. Sunglasses, don't go anywhere without them. Pezzle, Trekkie, head torch, built in. Had it for years, never lets me down. Light gear, so when it's just getting cold, but just something to keep the chill off. Burghouse windstopper gloves, you can use these with your phone. This is my second set of these, the first set I lost, unfortunately. The first set didn't have the phone fingertips on them, this one does. It's okay, it does work. Still a bit of a hassle to use your phone with your gloves on, as you can imagine, pushing buttons and stuff. I mean, you've got big hands anyway, so gloves don't help at all, but if needs be, I can use them with my phone. Light, nice beanie hat, cheap as, really light, so just something to keep the chill off really. But when it does get cold, and we'll go down to these Cashua insulated gloves, thin, lightweight, just warm, if not warmer than any thermally insulated gloves. Or they are insulated, they're just not thermos or whatever it is. Insulate, there it is, it's on this hat. Had this for years. Think it might have even been my dad's. Keeps the wind off, perfect. Goes. Add that in snow, wind, ice. It does what it needs to do. This is the same Burghouse, but this is a waterproof hat. Gore-Tex, really good. Love that. And then a thicker buff, if it ever does get really cold there. With all that gear, you can all interchange it, use it differently, take it out, move it in. So in summer, I don't carry any of these equipment. In summer, may carry the hat if it's raining, but drop them out and just go for the lightweight stuff in summer to keep the wind off. Over here we have my storm shelter. That's a Mountain Boffy Terra Nova, 2-person. It's really good, keeps the wind off on the mountains. A little difficult to sit in, but better than getting cold. Down jacket, I'll open that up in a minute. It's just a front down, back down. Sleeves and the hood are synthetic material, so when it does get wet, it doesn't lose all its R value. It's very good. So the down's just in the front and the back, and then the hood and the sleeves are synthetic. This is my dry gear, so in there's my rain jacket and my rain pants. Bug spray, don't go anywhere without that. Scotland and the lakes in summer, if you don't have bug spray, you're going to get eaten to death. And last but not least, the tent. So the tent I use is a copy of the Big Agnes Fly Creek. It's a nature hike Cloud Up 2. I've used it in all conditions and it stood up flawlessly. I have, just for peace of mind, when I first got it, give it a good seal in with Fab Seal Gold, just an extra layer of protection there. But whether you needed that, I don't know. I just did it as soon as I had the Fab Seal and I got the tent. Like I said, peace of mind. And then there's my rucksack. This is the Osprey anti-gravity bag with the back mesh there to keep it fully supported. It's perfect, does everything I need. I did have the Aether before that, gave me a lot of problems with my hips, but this one doesn't seem to do that. This seems to spread the weight everywhere it needs to be. Very comfy, very sturdy. I love that pack. And that's most of the gear I'll be using this year. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.